Hannah Woolmer, firstly, I hope you've had a good Christmas.
Yes, yeah, it's been really festive.
And you added to the festive theme, I believe, by releasing a Christmas single. Is that right?
Yes, yes, it's a classical Christmas single. It's Winter from the Four Seasons, and it's been received very well so far.
So when you say released, I don't mean to be sound like I'm a 56-year-old man out of date, but this is not a vinyl single that goes into the shops. You're very much embracing multimedia and social media, aren't you? Tell us a little bit about how you release a single.
Well, I work with online record companies, and they distribute, so it's purely in digital form. You can buy hard copies from Amazon. Some people still like it. But the premise behind it was that classical music's a niche market, and there's niche markets for classical music all over the world. But by getting online and bringing my music more online, I was reaching more and more classical music fans, the people who want to hear it. So it's gone from strength to strength, and now I'm about 90% online. This particular single is part of a bigger project. Each season I'm releasing one season, and then at the end of 2018 it's coming out in album. It's available on Spotify, it's available on Amazon, iTunes, and each one has a music video on YouTube. So it's really creating an all-inclusive multimedia market online, which is the way most people seem to access their music these days, especially millennials. They're less of a buyer and more of a streamer.
And has that been a natural progression for you? Do you enjoy doing that, and is it a natural? Do you embrace it?
I didn't think I would. It was. I mean, when I was training, you know what your career is going to be. It's going to be travelling, trying to get jobs, soloing with orchestras, booking up recital seasons. And it used to be a year in advance. I would have to know my repertoire, and it's very sort of mapped out and things like that. But it's kind of that kind of life is quite full on. My pianist who I performed a lot with up until 2016, Daniel Roberts, he was always into technology. He would always show me the latest apps coming out, the latest social media, and I wasn't really into social media. I used Twitter to promote a concert, but that was it. And he got me live streaming. Now he lives in Brazil, and he's the one who showed me Periscope and things like that. But I don't know, perhaps I always have a bit more of a business mind. I always think, how can you make money from that? So I looked into ways that you could do online concerts, and there's a concert platform called Stage It. So I thought I would try that with some of my concerts that I'm touring on. Eventually, the Stages were so successful, I made them their concerts in their own right. And so now in my music studio, I have a set and all that sort of thing. And now I've come away actually from touring because the Stage It concerts are so popular. And what I really like about that is that it's each week I can plan my program. I can compose my own music, something I can never do before as a soloist, and I can ask the audience what they want, and it's very interactive with Twitter. Then I can Periscope the lead up to it, and people are very interested in what happens behind the scenes, and it kind of demystifies classical music and makes people go, people never listened to it before. Oh, I'll turn up to one of those concerts, and it's been amazing. It's really worked for a niche market, but if you look at YouTubers, most of the successful ones, they're niche markets. They're the sort of things that the BBC would never book for a programme. And so I think online allows these niche markets to reach their audiences. And you can build a big following from people all the way around the world. So it works really well for these sort of smaller art forms.
And you mentioned all around the world, so your audience is a global audience.
Yeah, looking at the new, on Spotify you can get all your fact subs and things, and it's more instant than the downloads. It takes months to find out what you're actually doing. And looking at it so far, I've hit every continent available on Spotify. Spotify doesn't go to Africa, so it's the only continent I haven't hit, but I think probably it is streaming through something called Simply Africa, but I haven't got data on that. So yeah, already just within 3 weeks, I've hit every continent. It's had thousands and thousands of streams. So when you put that in what I was doing before, you would turn up to a concert venue, and for classical music, 200, 300 people is a big audience. and then some of those would buy the CD and take it home, but it's much slower progress. We don't have the luxury of being popular as classical musicians, so you can't reach an audience through, becoming a sort of ambassador for L'Oreal or being on TV or being played in shops a lot. But online, you can really target anyone who is interested in that sort of style, or make it show people why you love it. So through the YouTube videos, I've done things like Despacito, and then I changed it to classical, and it sounded quite epic, like a film track. So on the video, it's a whole love story set on 2 continents, and it's used drone footage that I've got people from abroad to film. And it can be done quite cheaply as well, so you can experiment with this sort of stuff without a huge budget and see if it works. So that's really great for artists. We can do lots of experimentation and really be free without worrying about, am I going to bankrupt myself doing this?
Yeah, we all worried about that. And you have a charitable arm, don't you? Is it the Woolmer Music Group that you've done work with as well?
Yes, that's one of my non-profits. It does grassroots stuff in Thurrock to do classical music, working on the new generation, keeping classical music relevant for them. And we've started introducing a lot of digital stuff to the kids because they love this. It shows a different side to classical music. It's not just let's learn the notes and do exams. They are actually working on composing a lot using modern technology. They're composing film scores, but they have been working on an iTunes project. From June 2017 until November, they were recording. We multi-tracked them all. We put them in one at a time into the studio, and they were recording Oh Holy Night, but they had free reign on what they wanted to do. And it's actually turned out less classical. It's gone very sort of almost hip-hop. Snoop Dogg means Oh Holy Night. But it's all their ideas. They've been working with synthesizers and the same technology that Hans Zimmer uses. So we've got some violinists playing, some pianists, and then some of them have been working with the composing technology to create sounds on there, and that was released in December as well. And it's the average age of the child is 7, and the recording actually is not. It doesn't sound like children. It sounds extremely good. It sounds perhaps a little bit cold because it's a lot of synthesized music. So, perhaps something background music. But it's remarkable what the children have done. And they're all from Thurrock. They're all from Thurrock Primary Schools. And it's been a great project. So
in conclusion, it looks like you're really looking forward to 2018.
Yes. Much more digital stuff, much more... Well, actually, tomorrow and the next day, I'm recording in London. It's an old-fashioned recording, an actual recording studio. That's going out for the Heritage Lottery World War I project with the Woolmer Philharmonic. Working away on the YouTube stuff, another thing that you can do with the new modern technology is you can actually use... When you do something for free, perhaps just an art project like on YouTube, you can then put it on Spotify and then people buy the music. So it's amazing how you can reuse your work. So lots of stuff's going on Spotify over the year. I've got a single out with Daniel Roberts. And I am going on holiday to the Bahamas.
Well, it looks like it's going to be a very, very busy year. So from my iPhone and from my iPad, in which I'm recording it, we'll put the story up on our online newspaper and wish you all the best for 2018. Thanks, Hannah.
Thank